Okay, so we'll start with a very small topic today. We have a small topic left of DC network theorems. Is your start delta transformation. So why start to delta is done, why delta to start is done. We'll look into that and try to solve few problems which may come for your exams. So let's start with a start delta transformation. Now what happens in sometimes in a network, if you are given to solve, it means generally when you are not applying your loop and mesh analysis and you try to solve a network by series parallel method. I draw few resistances and you say that the R1 is series with R2, then you say R2 is in series with R3 or in parallel with R3. Like that you can solve any network by series parallel method also, you know that. But sometimes it is you are not able to solve by series parallel method. Why? Because sometimes in a network you may see such type of connections which is shown over here in figure 1a and 1b. There may be delta connection, there may be star network where you can't say that this ra rb are in series or this three are in series, or you cannot say that this ra rb rc are in parallel, or r1 r2 r3 are in series or parallel. So whenever you can't solve a network and uh, by series parallel method, you should think, I mean, you should first try to identify that whether there is a start delta transform, means start delta connection within that network or not. So first thing you check whether in the network there is a start delta connection like this, and then you try to solve that network, try to convert one delta into star or star into delta, whatever is possible, we'll look into that. Okay, and then try to solve it by series parallel method. Then that is a very means without this transformation you can't do it by series parallel method. So that is what I'm trying to say. So when we are saying star, it looks a Y shape. So it's a Y shape network which is shown over here. This is a star network. We have three resistances. In both cases, star and delta, we have three resistances, but connection is like this. Is a Y network, or you can write inverted Y also, no problem. Doesn't matter. Three lines like this, one over here, one over here, one another thing over here. So we have three resistances over here. And next one is a delta one. This looks like a closed loop. This short form is given by like this, delta. So it looks like a closed loop formed by again three resistances, one of this branch, one of this branch, and another of this branch. So if you write star delta, you can write Y and delta this side, or eitherwise. Okay. So my aim is first to show how you can convert your delta to star or star to delta, and then we will try to solve some of the problems. How to approach a problem, we'll look into that. Okay. So we'll try to convert this delta into star. So next slide we'll look into this. So I think you can understand how a star and delta looks like. And so in a network, if it is given to solve a network, you should first, before going into series parallel method, you should first try to find out if there is any star or delta connection is there or not. So then solve your start to delta or delta to start, then go for series parallel method. So what we are trying to do, my first is we will convert our delta to star. Then we'll look into star into delta. So what we have a delta network, which is given on the left hand side, this figure, and we want to convert it into a star, which is on the right hand side. So between any two terminals you can take between 1 and 2, you can take between 1 and 3, you can take between 2 and 3. So if you take between 1 and 2 terminals and look into this terminal, you should remove the other terminal. You should think that this terminal is not there. So I'll just remove this terminal over here. Now, if I try to solve this network, now since this terminal is not there, I can consider this RB and RA in series. So this comes in series, and this will form one equivalent resistance between these 2 points. If you can solve this, if it is in series, what will be the equivalent resistance? RA plus RB. So that is this resistance RA plus RB. RA plus RB, which gets connected across your 1 and 2. And across this 1 and 2 also another resistance is connected, RC. So that 2 comes in parallel. So RC comes in parallel with RA plus RB. So RC comes in parallel with RA plus RB. And you know, if two resistance are in parallel, what you write? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So what is my R1 over here? RC. What is my R2 over here? RA plus RB. So R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So RA plus RB plus RC will be in the denominator. Now similarly, since we are taking terminal 1 and 2 over here, we should look into 1 and 2 terminal over here also. Okay, so if I remove this terminal 3, so this part remains open, so you can remove this resistance. So from 1 and 2, if you see, if you remove this terminal, this is removed, this 3 becomes open, so this becomes removed. So between 1 and 2, this R1 and R2 comes in series. So equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2. So equivalent resistance over here is R1 plus R2 in case of star. Between terminals 1 and 2 and between terminals 1 and 2, it is this equivalent value. So since I am converting delta into star, so this two should be equivalent with one another. So next step, what we should do, we should make this two equivalent to one another. So we had made it equivalent to one another. So R1 plus R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to RC into RA plus RB, RC into RA plus RB by RA plus RB plus RC. Now similarly, if you look at another one between 2 and 3 terminals, between 2, if you look at between 2 and 3 terminals over here, so you should remove this one over here. So this RB and RC comes in series and that comes in parallel with RA. So RA into RB plus RC by RA plus RB plus RC. So RA into RB plus RC, see RA into RB plus RC by RA plus RB by RC. Similarly, you can write for this and write it as equivalent over here and write that as R2 plus R3. And the third terminal, you can write it like this. So you can go through this. I expect you to do this on your own. How I have written this, you can write this one also. So my aim is to convert this star in delta into star. So both networks are electrically equivalent. So whatever resistance you will find between 1 and 2 terminal in case of star, that should be equal to in case of delta. So that's why both are written equal to over here. So I've given some equation numbers over here 1, 2, 3 because I'll be needing them in the next slides. So what we do next is what we are trying to find out over here means I am converting into the star. So delta is given. So RA, RB, RC is given. So I am trying it to find out what is the value of R1, what is the value of R3, what is the value of R2. So my next step to find out is we'll subtract 1 minus 2 or 1 minus 3. Do it again and again and find out each and every value. Okay. So first we'll do 1 minus 2. I have shown you one step. Rest can be written as similar. Okay, we'll find the relation how you can write it also. So first we'll do 1 minus 2. If you do 1 minus 2, okay, what I have done, let me check. Okay, we have done 1 minus 2 also. So if you do 1 minus 2, what you will get? This R2 cancels out. So you on the left hand side you will get R1 minus R3. So on the left hand side you have got R1 minus R3. On the right hand side this term minus this term. Denominator remains same. Numerator is changing. RC into RA plus RB. RA into RB plus RC. Just one second. Okay, so we'll just write that RC into RA plus RB by RA plus RB plus RC minus this term. So denominator remains same. You can do the LCM, so that remains same. Just write this term. What is the first term? This one minus this term written. Do the required subtraction and multiplication over here. So first term what we will get, see RARC. This is RARC but minus. So this term cancels out. So RARC terms cancels out. Which terms remains is RBRC. So RBRC is your first term. And what is the term remaining in the from the second one is your minus RA. So this becomes your fourth equation. Okay. So RA minus R1 minus R3 gives you this one. And then what we have done is added our 3, this 3 with our what we have got in 4. So R3 plus R1 and R1 minus R3, R3 cancels out. So this is minus R3, this is plus R3. So this R3 cancels out. So there's R1 over here, there's R1 over here, you get twice R1. So you get a twice R1 over here. And you get this term plus of this term. Denominator you see RA plus RB plus RC. Over here also denominator RA plus RB plus RC. So while you do the LCM, it remains same. The numerator terms get added. So what is the term over here? RB RC minus RA RB written over here. What are the terms over here? RB RA and RB RC. So RB RA RB RC. So this RA RB cancels out. This becomes 2 RB RC. So this 2 cancels out, and ultimately you get R1 is equal to RB RC by RA plus RB plus RC. Now I'll take a conclusion from here. What I'll take a conclusion, because it will be helpful for you to remember. It's not possible to derive so much things in the exam and find out what is R1. So how to remember it? If you look into this, R1 is RB RC, right? So if you look into this figure, compare this figure over here. If you draw R1 over here, this is your R1, right? On both sides of R1, what are the two resistance? RB and RC. So multiply RB into RC divided by the sum of all the resistances. So RB plus RC plus RB. So that gives you over here. Now let us look into R2. How should I write R2? Now going into the diagram. What is R2? R2 is over here. I'm going according to this diagram only. So R2 is between which two resistance? This one and this branch. So RA-RC. So RA-RC by RA plus RB plus RC. Some of the resistances. So RA-RC by RA plus RB plus RC. See, R2 is RA-RC by RA plus RB plus RC. Now if we look into R3. What is R3? Let me draw it. R3 over here. So it is formed between these two resistances, these two branches. What are these two branches? RA, RB. So it should be RA, RB multiplied divided by RA plus RB plus RC. So it is RA, RB by RA plus RB plus RC. So that is your equation. So you should remember these few equations, number 5, number 6 and number 7. Okay, to solve your problems. We'll look into how it is solved, also how the problems are solved. Don't worry. So this is just a derivation to show you what values we are getting. Okay. Next, what we'll do, next what we are trying to do is doing the interconversion. I have shown something over here. Okay, I have shown it over here. I should have written over here delta to star. Okay, the opposite way which we are transforming. Means we have what values over here? We have this R1, R2, R3, and we want to convert it into RC, RB, RA. That is your delta. So what we'll do is we have already got our RA, R1, R2 over here. We have already got our R1, R2, R3. So we'll do some multiplications of R1 into R2, R2 into R3, R3 into R1 and find out the values. I'm not going into previous slides and showing you again and again. So you just see, look into one. So what is R1? RB, RC. What is R2? RA, RC. So RC, RC, RC square it becomes. So other term becomes RA, RB. One second just. So we have R1, R2 is equal to RA, RB, RC square. Similarly, you can do all the rest multiplications over here. R2, R3 will give you this one. R3, R1 will give you this one. And at last, what we'll do, we will add the 3. So we have added the 3. The denominator is same, you see. So denominator is same over here. Numerator gets added up. So in the numerator, what you can take is you can take RA, RB, RC common. Because in every numerator, you have RA, RB, RC. We have one extra term. So you just take RA, RB, RC common. What is the first term extra over here? RC. So RC over here. What is the second term extra over here? RA. So RA for the second term. What is the third term extra over here? RB. So RB over here. Now this one single RA, RB, RC gets cancelled with this. So you get RA plus RB plus RC. And in the numerator, RA, RB, RC. Now if you compare with this, the previous results. Now if you compare with this results. So what was R1? RB, RC by RA, RB, RA plus RB plus RC. So R1 is RB, RC in the numerator. So RB, RC by RA plus RB, RC was R1. So I can write this one as R1 into RA. Similarly, if you look into the previous slide, what was RB? R2. R2 was RA, RC by RA plus RB plus RC. Now look into this. RA, RC by RA plus RB plus RC is R2. So R2 into I can write RB. So R2 into RB. Similarly, you can write R2 into R3 into RC. Okay. So from here you can easily calculate, right? What will be RA? My main aim is to calculate RA. Given is R1, R2, R3. So what will be RA? This whole divided by R1 will be RA. What will be RB? This whole divided by R2. What will be R3? This whole divided by R3. So next slide, what I have shown is written you the equations. What is RA? R1, R2 plus this terms divided by R1. Then you have cancelled this R1 with R1, so you have R2 over here. R1 gets cancelled over here, so you have R3 over here. And the third term is R2, R3 by R1. R2, R3 by R1. Similarly goes for this equation. So these three equations you should remember. Very important, these three equations you should remember. Okay, so RA is R2 plus R3 plus R2, R3 by R1. Now over here, see over here, if you draw RA, this is your RA, right? This is your RA. Now previously what was happening? It was getting multiplied. Right, two branches which was formed over here. If I would take this one, these two branches were getting multiplied. Now these two branches, because of RA, which two resistances are there? R2 and R3. So these two resistances will get added. So R2 plus R3 plus R2 R3 by what is the remaining resistance? R1. So that is the main equation over here. R2 plus R3 by R2 R3 by R1. Now according to the diagram which is given in a question, you can consider whichever as your RA, RB, RC, and according to that it will change. Means which is your R1, R2, R3 will change. Now few things you should note down. It is very easy to solve when all the three delta connections or the three star connections are equal resistances. That means what I am saying is that all R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 suppose equal to 5 ohm. Or RA equal to RB equal to RC is equal to 5 ohm. That relation is given by R delta is equal to 3 R star. Suppose in star it is given all the resistance are 5 ohm. So in delta it will be 3 into 5, that is 15 ohm. So you don't need to go for such huge calculation. If all the resistances are different, then you have to go for the calculation. If all the resistances are same, then just remember this formula. It will help you in solving the network very easily. And this star connection, star delta conversion can also be applied to inductor capacitors also. Instead of resistors, if you would have used inductors or capacitors, same rule would have been applied. So this slide I have just kept for your reference so that you can use it very nicely and understand that over here I am converting delta to start. These are my formulas which we had already derived. This is my start, this is my delta, and for this conversion already we have my formulas. This one. Please look into that. I'll remove this part and send it to you because this is not needed. Ultimately, you need this equation. Okay. So this is very important. This slide is very important for you because through this you can remember all the equations and you have a view of the circuits also. Okay. Please look into this slide. Next, what is we are going to solve a problem. Few problems are there. We are trying to solve. I have taken three different type of problems which can come, which are which are very common and you can find in many books. This type of problems are very common. Okay, and it comes for your exam also. So first, what we need to do, we have to see the question. It is written that find the equivalent resistance between A and B of the network. Now, your question may be in case of loop and superposition theorem, Thevenin's, Norton's, anywhere. You may find a star delta network also. Sometimes series parallel is not possible to solve. Mainly in superposition theorem, you will see that we use current divider rule, solve by series parallel method and find the equivalent resistance, then find the total current, then find the use current divider rule to find the load current. But sometimes in those networks also you may get star delta connection. So it is very useful. First you identify whether there is a star delta connection there or not. If there is not, go by directly series parallel. If there is a network, then you have to go by star delta conversion. So this network can also be given as a superposition theorem. I can give a source over here. I can connect a source over here. I can connect, suppose, a source over here, and say you apply superposition theorem, find current through 4 ohm. Now, if you look into the network, you will see there is a delta. Here is also a delta. So I can't say that this 4.5 and 7.5 are in parallel. I have to convert this delta into star and then go for the series parallel connection. So it is very important to identify the network and solve it. So first, according to the question, let me go. So find the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B. Okay, so what should be my first approach? My first approach is to check whether there is a star or delta network forming over here. Yes, there are three resistances over here. One delta is formed over here, one delta is formed over here. I can't say that 4.54 series that comes in series with 4.5. I can't say that. I have to solve this delta, then only this circuit is solvable. Otherwise, this circuit is non-solvable. So what we'll do is convert it into star. Okay, so what I'll do is convert this network into star. So I'm converting this network into star over here and then converting this network into star over here. Now you look into the figure and tell me which is easy. Now if you convert into star, can I say this part is in series? This part is in series? Then these two branches comes in parallel. I'll come to that. But I can say that first look, this 3 comes in series. This 3 comes in series. But could I have said that 4.5 is in series? No, because there is one branch over here. I couldn't say 7.5 is in series because there is a branch over here. But over here directly I can say these 3 are in series. These 3 are in series. So you can understand the utility of first solving the network in terms of star delta. Okay. So please look into the network and check. So you can see this network 4.5, 7.5, 3. 4.5, 7.5, 3. See, this is the equivalent delta over here. So if you solve one delta, you will get the star values of other network also, right? Because all these values are equal. 4.5, 3, 7.5, all these values are equal. If these values would have been different, then you would have to solve it again. So R generally for this circuit, what we'll have R1, R2, R3 to be equal to all these values. Okay. Now you take a resistance over here. Now very important is that you have to mark your resistances and the numbering. Okay, numbering is very essential. So I'll draw a star over here. I draw a star over here. I draw a star over here. Okay, I mean star network over here with 3 resistances, star over here. Now you look into this. What is this resistance? This resistance over here I have taken as R1. So R1 I have taken over here. So R1 is between which two resistances? 4.5, 7.5. So between 4.5 and 7.5, which resistance is there? This one. So this one also I can say it as R1. So basically what is in the diagram is R6. So I can say R1 is equal to R6. So R1 is equal to R6. Similarly, between 3 and 7.5, which resistance is there? This one, which I have named it as R5. So this is R5. So between 3 and 7.5, which resistance is there? This one, which I have named it as R2. So R2. So R2 is basically equal to R5. So R2 is equal to R5. Similarly, R3 is equal to R4. Now, which from delta to star, right? So from delta to star, this network, delta to star formulas are this one. We'll substitute it over here. So R1, R2, R3. So R1, R2, R3. So between which two resistance it is formed? It is formed between 4.5 and 7.5. So that should be my RB and RC, right? So this is basically RB. This is basically RC. So this is basically your RA. Now you can use your formula easily over here. So RB RC by RA plus RB plus RC. So 4.5 into 7.5 by sum. Then what is R2? R2 was present over here between 7.5 and 3. So 7.5 into 3 by 3 plus 4.5 plus 7.5. What is R3 present between? R3 is present between 4.5 and 3. So 4.5 into 3 by sum of the all resistances. So this gives you this network. Now you look into the next figure which I'll show you. So I've written all the values over here. Now I can say this are in series, this also are in series. So 4 plus 0.9 plus 0.9 gives you 5.8. 3 plus 3 gives you 6. Now you can say that these two are in parallel. So 5.8 and 6 in parallel, you can solve it. I have not solved it over here. So 6 into 5.8 by 6 plus 5.8, that gives you 2.95 ohm. Then you can say all these are 3 in series. So 2.25 plus 2.95 plus 2.25 gives you 7.45 ohms. So a resistance between A and B is 7.45 ohms. Okay. So this is how you should solve a star delta network. If you have any doubt, you can ask me regarding this, or we'll go to the next problem. I've shown you 3 different types of problem. We'll look into that. This is the first type, where you
Sir,
need to
is there
convert
any
delta into star, then only it is possible. Then only these whole steps are possible.
sir?
Okay. Next.
Sir,
Again, we have to find out the resistance between RA and RB. So if this type of network is given, it is better to draw it in this way. Means you have seen a Wheatstone bridge, right? Wheatstone bridge looks like this. So it is better to draw it in this way so that we can easily understand where there is a series parallel connection or is there any star delta connection. So it is better to draw this type of networks into this form. So I just kept the same things over here. A, C, B, D are all my terminals which I have marked it over here. Means I'll mark all the nodes. So this is one node, this is one node, this is one node, this is the other node. These 2 points are short circuited. So if I write B over here, this point will also be B. So if I write A over here, this point is also A. So A, B, C, D are the 4 terminals. So between A and D, you see which 10 ohm is connected. So between A and D, 10 ohm is connected. Between A and C, this 10 ohm is connected. Between A and C, this 10 ohm is connected. Between C and D, this 10 ohm is connected. Between C and D, this 10 ohm is connected. This one already drawn. Between D and B, this 10 ohm is connected. Between D and B, this 10 ohm. Between this B and C, this 10 ohm. So B and C, this 10 ohm is connected. So this diagram can be converted into this diagram. So with a, you can solve it. This networks can be solvable by converting into this type of diagram. Okay. So it will be very easy to understand which resistance are in series or parallel. So just name the nodes first, A, B, C, D, then draw it accordingly. Then you can easily see that this side forms a delta, right? And this side also forms a delta. Now over here, what you do is solve one delta. Okay, no need to solve each and every delta. Now, why I'm telling to solve one delta over here? Because if you solve one delta over here, you will get a resistance over here, one resistance over here, and one resistance over here. So if this part is solvable, if you solve it into start, this two comes in series. This two comes in series. So there is no way, means no need to solve the two deltas. Or if you solve only one delta over here, then you see the network looks like this. There is no delta, second delta is removed. From here you can see this is forming a delta. This network is also forming a delta. But if you solve one delta and draw the equivalent circuit, which is this, so second delta is automatically removed. So you don't need any second delta solving. So just solve only one delta, whichever you want to add. You want to solve this delta, that is up to you. If you want to solve this delta, that is up to you. So you can solve any one. You can solve either this or you can solve either this.
Sir.
So now delta into star, you know how to solve it. Now, why I have shown you this
Sir?
problem? Because all three equal resistances. Right, so we can
Sir,
go by
someone is saying
R1
something.
equal to R2 equal to R3 is equal to 10 by 3.
Sir,
Delta
sir.
value is given. We know the formula I have shown.
अरे यार by shouting he won't hear
R
you
delta
more.
is equal to 3
Please
I don't
message
think so,
him
yes.
in the chat.
RY.
Please message
So what
him
we are
in the
converting,
chat.
we are trying to find that RY. So RY is R delta by 3. What is the delta value over here? 10. So 10 by 3 will be R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 is equal to 10 by 3. So I don't have to use so much big formula over here. Delta into star, this big formula. But delta into star by one single line. Okay. So please be careful what you are doing, because time is a factor. You can solve by that also, no problem. You will get 10 by 3. So why solve by that method? So this will be the network. Now you can say R2 and R3 are in series. So I have written the values over here, and these two are in series. So 10 plus 10 by 3 will give you 40 by 3. This also gives you 40 by 3. These two in parallel, so you will get 20 by 3. Two equal resistance in parallel gives you half resistance. So 20 by 3, 20 by 3 plus 10 by 3 gives you 10 ohm. So between RAB you have a resistance 10 ohm. So this is how you can solve another network. And if it is in this type of network, how I told you to solve it is find out the nodes, draw the equivalent circuit like this. Then solve one delta and find out your equivalent resistance. So let us look into the last problem, problem number 3. We have to find the equivalent resistance between terminals A and B in the network shown below. So this is the network which is drawn over here. So if you look into it, these are the terminals A and B. This is the third terminal C, and I have to solve this network into one single resistance between this terminal A and B. So what I can do is convert this inner star into delta. There can be another method also to solve this problem. What you can do is convert this outer delta, which consists of your 9, 1.5, 1 ohm resistances into star. So what you will have, you have the inner star over here, which is 6, 3 and 4, and outer delta converted into a star will look like this, and this two will be connected in parallel, this two will be connected in parallel, this two will be connected in parallel. After that series parallel combination, you can solve this network and get the answer. So you can try this at home. So try the conversion of outer delta into star and try it at home. But now for now we will solve the inner star into delta. So now inner star into delta, how will it look like? So this star 6, 4 and 3 will be converted into a delta like this. Let the resistances be R1, R2, R3. You can name this one also as R1, this one as R2, this one as R3. That is up to you. Naming is completely up to you. So next slide we'll look into how to solve the problems. To convert star into delta, what we should do. Let us look into the formula. So start to delta. What we do? Ra is the resistance over here, and it is formed over here by these two resistance, that is R2 and R3. So R2 and R3 gets added, and R2 R3 by R1, the opposite resistance. So we'll do like that. Try to write the formula accordingly. So R1, R2, R3 is like this. So this is R1. If you draw R1 over here, so we can write 6 plus 4 plus 6 into 4 by 3 is equal to R1. So that is how we write 6 plus 4 plus 6 into 4 by 3 as R1 and calculate it to be 81. So this is how R2 and R3 will be calculated according to the formula, and you will get this nature of your circuit. Now if you look into this circuit, you will see between A and C terminal there are two resistances connected in parallel. Between B and C, 9 and 1 are connected in parallel. Between A and B, this 9 and 18 are connected in parallel. So you can solve the parallel networks. So if you solve this 13.5 and 1.5 parallel, you will get 1.35. 9 and 1 solve in parallel, you will get 0.9. And 9 and 18 connected in parallel, you will get 6. Now you need to solve the network between A and B. So what I'll do, in the last network, I'll remove this C. So I'll remove this C because it is of no need. I did not write a C over here. So if you remove this C, this two comes in series. So what you'll get 0.9 plus 1.35. Okay. And that will come in parallel with 6. So that will come in parallel with 6. So that gives you 1.64 ohms. So this is 1.64 ohms between your A and B terminals. So you can easily solve this network in question number 3 into one single resistance, that is 1.64. So this is how you can solve a star delta connection. Find out the equivalent resistance between any two terminals. I have given some home task for you. You can try this. These 3 questions I have given. First one consists of A and B. All answers are given. And second one, there is one problem. You can solve this and try this at home. And keep in mind all the formulas regarding the star delta transformation given in this slide, which in short I have given over here. Look into it. And so today what we have done, we have completed our star delta transformation discussion, and I have shown you all the problems regarding it. So you can go through it and practice some of them. Okay, thank you.